happy day, and welcome to Leveraging Leads. Today is Friday, March the 6th, and I'm super excited to be with you today. My name is Keisha. I am your hostess with the mostest. I get your weekend started and get your day flowing with just an injection of joy. So, leveraging leads, what is it, you may ask? Leveraging leads is a safe space of enhancement and support. It is where you can get leads, which are collaborators, clients, friends. Sometimes you can get a teammate, which is amazing. We come into this space every day for 30 minutes with a jam packed agenda. We start with gratitude. We go into the ingredients of a powerful introduction. We do examples of a powerful introduction. Then, if you have gotten your golden ticket and come in and gave your gratitude and you've been working on your powerful introduction, we will bring you up at the end and let you, put your hand out there. Let's see how that works. And the reason we do this because daily iteration of your desires, nope, daily declaration of gratitude calls forth your desires. So we want to make sure that we open our hands with gratitude to gain more gratitude and then to be an overflow, which I think is going to be our leveraging leads lesson today. So, Miss Erica, if you're anywhere in wherever we are, if you want to put into the chats and said chats what you are grateful for, and we will share that and celebrate you. So, Miss Erica, would you like to tell us what you're grateful for?
Yes, I am grateful for a good night's rest. I'm grateful for my mind, and I'm grateful for opportunities.
Oh, shucks. All right. When you say opportunities, I know that it's ching coming back handed. And it's not just a chain from just you, but it's a chain for the people that surround you. So I am grateful for that. I am grateful for people showing me who they are and me learning to be okay with that.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I am grateful for the transition as I am truly taking, like yesterday, there was a download that happened for me, and it was probably the best thing that could have happened. And I literally, you'll be so proud of me, Erica. I completely wrote out the complete overall manifest, the SOP, the everything, the framework for the next 3 years for the Forever KJ, how that looks for retreats, the book deals, all the things. And I got the mission. Yes. So I'm grateful for all the lessons that I've learned from you and how to execute them. I'm also grateful that I'm actually coming off of TikTok live. Until I will not be going live until I pass my exam. Yesterday showed me that I give more of me than I get in return. And so when I needed that community the most, they did not show up. So I can't spend my time there. So when I said that my intentions, that this was a year of intentions, this was a year of intentions. So once I see that my rate of return is not beneficial to me because time is all I have, and that's my biggest commodity outside of me being able to make more money in said time. That's that. So I will be off TikTok as of today is my last day. After I celebrate Ray's birthday, I will only be posting the videos and I will be studying. So y'all can catch me. Actually, I probably won't even be on social media until I figure this out. So, because that's what it is. It's gonna be a day of posting and a day. So I'm grateful for opportunities and clarity. Yep. And changes.
All right. Awesome. Here we go. And for your gratitude. Wow, okay. And then this is for mine. And then, is there any other gratitude out there? Hello, I see you all 6 people in here. What are you grateful for? We'll love to hear from you. And then check out the pinned product, which is, honey, you need counseling skills. Check that out, okay? Keisha.
All right. I haven't seen any. I'm actually just on because of time. To tell you the truth, they ain't even got to put it in there for me today. The second thing on our agenda is ingredients of a powerful introduction, and they're very simple. And so if you want to get a piece of paper and a pen out to help you write those down or answer the question as I am asking them, this would help build your powerful introduction. So it is who you are. You are the hook. So that is your name. You're going to start off. So you walk up to somebody, you extend your hand, you say, hello, my name is. That's how they want to start talking to you. You either had a good, strong handshake, which after yesterday we probably won't do, but you had a good, strong handshake, and you said who you were. So now they know who they're talking to. Then it's like, oh, okay. So now I'm the CEO of da 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 da. Oh, okay. Well, what is that? Oh, I help certain people, which is who do you serve? I serve middle class families that need to stop the financial bleed. All right, awesome. Well, why do you serve them? Because there's going to be a wealth gap, and I want to make sure that people that are surrounding me are not a part of that. And I want to help stop the financial bleed because I understand what that's like as a single parent. That's like, oh, now they're intrigued. Now you've drawn them in. They know what your purpose is. They know who you're serving. Now it's like, now they may either want to help you or they may know the person that you need to talk to. So that's why you need to know who that target market is. You need to know why you're serving them. How do you serve them? I serve through financial literacy. Well, that is amazing. Well, what made you? Because I know what a 300 credit score look like, and I also know what an 800 credit score look like. And I've been able to pull myself from there to there and be able to buy homes and cars and live the life that I've lived. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You sound like someone that I can relate to. So now that made my story, my unique proposition value point, why they should work with me. And then the next thing would be is how do they get in touch with me? Oh my gosh, well, here's my business card and it has my website on it. Go right there and put in your contact information. I've gotten points of contact of them 2 ways. I've sent them to my website, which draws traction to my website, and they can see all my offers. Plus, I've now gotten their contact information because they've downloaded into my phone as a contact from my digital business card. So now I've captured someone. I'm not using social media, but only to leverage. So that is the ingredients of a powerful introduction. And Miss Erica Kessie, please tell us your powerful introduction.
Yes, I am Erica Kessie. I am the son of the Thriveverse, powered by love, wisdom, and celebration. I am good, multi-potentialite, multifaceted mommy. I listen, teach, lift, and bring clarity for activation and execution. I am a therapist and the CEO of Your Goal Concierge, where we have a plethora of options for leaders to find their right fit solutions. I am looking for those mom energy leaders out there who are fixers, helpers, maybe neglecting themselves while serving others, experiencing imposter syndrome or burnout. Yes, I would love to invite you to command your thriving. You can go over to www.yourgoalconcierge.com. It's right there on the homepage for you to get a Thrive plan, which will launch you into the Thriveverse. Also, take a gander at all the other options there on the website, right there on the homepage, so that you can see if there's anything that fits for you. And I would love to meet with you if you have any questions. I would love to lift and launch you to your right fit solution.
Yay. I am the Keisha Johnson. I'm a loyal, grateful, silly connoisseur of light, love, and laughter. I'm the CEO of the Forever KJ, a lifestyle and financial empowerment brand that focuses on finance, travel, and intentional life design. I am the founder of many businesses, but I help through speaking engagement, workshop, and community incentives. My goal is to empower people to be the best version of themselves, and that is by helping them with financial literacy, engaging them in traveling more because they can reduce and live longer for both of those ways once they've built their wealth and leave a legacy. Your name is your lineage. Your legacy is how you are known. How would you like to be known? Me? It would be known as that was my granny. Baby, she made an impact on the world. And because of that, I am $1 million earner. Why? Because that's how I want to live my legacy. How about you? Let's sit, talk. Go to www.theforeverkj.com, fill out the contact form and say, hey, I need help. Be it a business development management and or you just want to get your own personal finances in order. Let's talk about it. All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes. Thank you to everybody who is here. Thank you for the follow and also investing in the space. I appreciate that. Please let us know what you're grateful for. We celebrate gratitude around here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I was doing my morning thing because I've been a little off and I thought it's just and then I realized no, I've been out of routine. And so I'm like, all right, I ain't been out of it long, just long enough to feel off, right? It's like, all right, we need to reharness this power. So our leveraging tip for the day is know your worth. I'm going to step on some toes. I'm going to hurt some feelings. And if you get hit today, the stone was directed to you. So I'm the little boy, David.
Come on with it, Lord have mercy. What is finna go down today? Let's go, Keisha.
So I'm little David, and you gonna be the big bad Goliath, and I'm gonna negotiate. Because the story was told that David negotiated his price 3 times. Because in biblical terms, he came down. The brothers was making fun because he was a little one, right? And so they was like, you can't beat this giant. What are you doing down here? And David is like, I can. I got it. But I just need to know what's the cost. It's like, well, you become, you would get the king's riches. Okay, money's great. Then you get his daughter. Okay, having a wife is wonderful. So he said, turn to a third man and said, all right. So what happens if I beat him? And third man says the exact same thing. He said, okay, so I'm second man. I'm sorry. Then he says he turns to the third man. And then he says the exact same thing. David said, all right, let's go. All right. So 3 people have told me everything I'm getting. So there was no misunderstanding as to the reward of what David was going to receive. Right? So he walked in there knowing that he was going to become all the things, right? All the things. Well, this is what he landed with in that statement. Not charging for producing a result, that isn't humbling yourself. That is just not a smart move. So David knew what his pay was going to be. So had they paid him anything else less than that, they probably would have also slayed them. However, this is how you figure out what if you don't understand what you're worth, you go out and you do a analysis of that industry in your area and all that, and you be like, all right, then you go look at some reviews and maybe people that was in there, if that's how you want to do it. That's the very basic statistical way of price pointing your services. But what this man said, he said, how do you choose what you charge? He said, start with a price that makes you smile. So when I say I don't even get out of bed for less than $50 an hour, especially for like bartending and stuff like that, I mean that. And I thought I didn't think I was crazy for that, but I kind of had just been setting myself up after feel like someone tried to shortchange me. You've always paid me this. You're paying for my expertise, not just to be a bartender. I'm a mixologist. I'm an instructor. You're paying for that. I didn't go do all of this just so, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, you gonna pay me my worth? Well, she then tell me that that's not what she pays her bartenders. Well, I'm not your bartender. So, and when you bring in someone from the outside to substitute for a job, you need to be prepared to pay them their worth, because they might not know what the other person know in the beginning, but their expertise is going to keep you afloat. That's why people need SOPs in their businesses, because how does the business run when you're no longer there to run the business? Then do you have a key man policy so your COO can bring in a CEO for an amount of time to get back on the feet so they can get someone in a position that is skilled enough to step into your shoes, not fill them, but just step into them. Because I guarantee you, if you're the founder, no one will ever be able to be the exact same person as you as the founder. They can be the successors of the CEOs, but please believe that people are going to need money to make that happen, or everything that you work for is going to be gone. Then the second thing he says is that he told them he charged them just for air, because he doesn't fly commercial. $11,000 for an hour for air, and then for just speaking, $250,000 an hour. And that man said, oh, we just wanted, it's just not that big of a stage. We wanted to give you exposure. He said, I don't need exposure. I got exposure. I'm helping you. And he said, the thing about it, if you don't value your time, if nobody else will. So you got to value you first. Now, that was some great stuff, right? But let me tell you what really got me. He said, the reason you can't put the value on your results is because you know how much you lie to yourself.
We talking today.
He said, so if you don't trust yourself, how do you expect other people to trust you? So if you're not a man or a woman of your word and you don't do your follow-ups the way you're supposed to follow up, you say 4 days, then this is when we go back to you're doing your customer disservice, because there's a disconnect in you somewhere and you probably need to fix that. Or your name, your reputation, and everything. So, and I say that because look, I never tell you anything that I've not either gone through, or anything else. Last year was a really tough year for me because I was selfish and I didn't care about anything else. And I took on some jobs for this year thinking I was going to be out of that selfish mode of just, no, this is about me. This is my year, right? And I really wasn't. But it was family and it was cool and it was a cruise. It wasn't that much work into it. But I have been telling and I've been speaking to God and asking him, sir, first of all, please take me to the people that you want me to talk to. Also, show me what I'm supposed to be doing. And every time the vacation business, Masterpiece, my travel agency, has started flowing in the background, I've been thinking about hiring somebody or getting an assistant because I no longer had the passion to do it. And then I talked to the CPA and I was listening to the story and I was like, oh, shoot, that makes so much sense. it has ran its course, but I need the business because I need the tax write-offs, because that's what wealthy do, is they have businesses for the tax purposes. So my travel agency is a tax write-off. But then the other thing with it is, the more that I kept getting downloaded, I realized how bad of a customer service, and how, if I desire to continue to be a travel agency owner and be the agent, how nobody would want to book with me, because I did not offer them the quality that, number one, they were used to from me in all businesses that I did. Number two, that I know I can provide. So I had to write a letter of an apology to everybody that attempted to start booking with me last year. I wrote that letter explaining that I'm taking a shift and I'm backing up. It was the most freeing thing ever, because guess what I stopped doing? I stopped lying to myself about that business. Not to myself about what I wanted to be and where I was going in life, because that was coming so into fruition, and it was happening so naturally that I had no choice but to know that that's where we were going. But what I did not know is that CPR was going to go into a foundation, and that it just turned into an amazing transition. But the biggest thing is that people no longer, they stopped booking with me because I stopped showing up as the authentic, unapologetic Keisha. They had subpar service from me because I did not take time to evaluate those businesses to see what they are bringing me. Are they bringing me money? Are they bringing me satisfaction? Or are they bringing me anxiety? And if the first two ain't being had, and it's the third one, it's time to walk away. And sometimes we hold on to businesses, people, things a lot longer than we should. And we don't bow out before our greatness turns into toxicity. So with that being said, this is my farewell. Masterpiece will still be going. Chain of Life will still be going, but they will not be like they are. You cannot call me up once when you ready to have a CPR class. My time is too valuable for that. So this is amazing. I'm super excited. I love spending time with Miss Erica in the mornings, and I pray y'all come and join me on Clubhouse to get this morning injection of joy. And if you're on TikTok, you will see me probably on Erica's panel to just do my little part, and then I'm out. So, Miss Erica, anything on the power of not lying to yourself?
Well, you know what? This is so great message, ma'am, because a lot of us are lying to ourselves. It is so true. It kind of goes back to that part about having integrity towards yourself, and that is what I do all day long. Is I talk with people, and they just have to get to the truth. Get to the truth of the matter. And when you get to the truth, you can do something about it. Whatever's in the dark cannot be healed. So if you want to be avoided, procrastinate, you want to put up an image of who you are, which is not your true self. Ultimately, I just want to tell everybody who's out there putting up an image, or they're falling behind somebody else trying to be like them, ultimately you will find yourself. It's gonna be a long road. It may be worth it to just sit right now. We do this every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And ask yourself, who am I? And answer, and at least attempt to take a stab at it. Because, we're here to walk you through. We'll be happy to walk you through. We say to you, hey, it's not something that you do. It's not something that you saw on TikTok or you saw in a celebrity do. It is you sitting with yourself and being real with yourself, asking yourself questions and waiting for the answers. It does take you being honest with yourself. And it takes also you being around people who are willing to tell you the truth. And maybe you even ask for the feedback. For example, I speak to my team. I ask them, how can I be better? What do you see here? How can we do this? What is the best way that we should do this? And they tell me. And they really do appreciate me being the kind of person that's always seeking their feedback, but willing to speak up and say whatever they need to say as well without me even asking for their feedback. And that is truly, I know for me that feels like love, because growing up, I did not get that. My mother was very absent, and I had to figure things out on my own. But you don't have to figure things out on your own. You can be here and you can take your moment to be with yourself and ask yourself the question and have someone say, okay, yes, that looks good. Well, what about this? And what about this? So you all, thank you so much for bringing this up, Keisha. I can't wait to talk to you about more about what's going down. And you all
create a thriving rest of your day. Bye-bye.